sharps, and then it was really complicated. Well, today we're going to learn about a secret decoder ring that will teach you how to do all of that. Not only will it teach you how to do all that, it will give you all of the info that you need. No, it'll light up. So, I have a secret bit of information, and I'm only going to say it 2 times. And I will never talk about this first level for this entire class, so if you miss something, it'll be your own fault. First thing, first time, you will be able to use this on your test. I repeat, you will be able to use this on your test. So, first things we're going to do is we're going to draw the circle of this chart. We're going to take it up, and then I'm going to explain to you how you use it, okay? So, first thing is we're going to have up in the top left-hand corner of your cardstock, there's 4 little lines with asterisks next to it. That's hard to say. Asterisks next to it.
Put that on the line.
So, here's what it's going to say. Fill in the lines with the red. So the first step is going to be the clock face. The second step is going to be the sharps and flats. The third step we're going to do is the numbers. And the fourth step is going to be the letters/keys. So this is just like the little key up the top left-hand corner for you to know what's coming up and what we're doing, okay? So go ahead and write those in. So this is going to be like a little arts and crafts project. It does not have to be perfect. Mine will be perfect because I drew it on a computer. So I cheated a little, sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to change the slide, but look up here in the top left-hand corner, just like on your sheet, is right there. So, step 1 is actually draw the circle, so I helped you with that. Next, I want you to draw a little hash mark at the very top of the circle. Then at 3 o'clock, then at 6 o'clock, and at 9 o'clock. Now it sort of looks like it's like a target. No, not target.
Can you stop talking for me?
That's hard for me. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to fill in the rest of the times of the clock face, okay? So, we're going to add 2 lines between every line that you just drew. So, 1 at 2 o'clock, 1 at 3, or 1 at 1, 1 at 2, 1 at 4, and 1 at 5. 1 at 7 and 1 at 8. At 8, sorry. At 8. 1 at 10 and 1 at 11. So you should have a fairly symmetrical clock face. Okay, so next we're going to do is draw a line down the middle. Now, be very careful not to connect the lines from the top and the bottom. You can use them as a guide, but don't connect them. It's just a line down the middle. You don't want them to connect. Maybe a little bit more space would be helpful. So, now we have to add the sharps and the flats. So, on the right side of that line that you just drew, I want you to draw the hashtag for sharp sign, and then an arrow pointing down. It doesn't have to be a block arrow like mine unless you want it to be, but just an arrow so that you know what direction the sharps are going to go in. Correct, yeah. And then flats on the other side, the arrow is also going to point down. Make sure you have your arrows pointing in the right direction, otherwise you're going to do your secret decoder ring wrong. So, now now we've done the clock face and we've done the sharps and flats. Now we need to do numbers. Who remembers how many sharps or flats there are? David? 8. Are you sure?
As many as you want.
There are 7 sharps and 7 flats.
I knew that.
So what we're going to do is at the very top number, at the very top line, I want you to write a 0 underneath it. And then going clockwise, write 1 through 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, and then 7 just left over. And then stop. Stop. Freeze. Freeze. Now we're going to do the flats. Just like the arrow you just drew, the flats will go. The flats will go counterclockwise. So we're going to start at 0 and then draw 1 there. 2, 3, 4. Draw 5 next to the 7. You can either choose to redraw 6 on top of the 6, or just have 1 6 and then a 7 on top of the 5. So now you have almost all the information filled out on your circle of fifths chart. You guys are such natural artists. No one does. Alrighty.
Have you seen this?
Pardon? I have not. What is that?
I don't even know.
Oh my drawing. I'll look at it later, okay? Okay, so now 0 sharps. 0 sharps and 0 flats. Who remembers what key that is? I know the key that's got it.
What? Oh.
Troy?
What's the question?
If I have 0 sharps or 0
C.
C, that is correct. So everyone go ahead and write C on top. Very top of your circle. Now we're going to do the high five thing that I taught you guys last time. But the here's the deal. This is potentially the last time you ever have to figure out the high five thing, because once you draw this chart, it's there. You have the information, and and I'll teach you how to use it. So start with C on your thumb. Ready? Everybody say your alphabet with me. Ready? C, D, E, F, G. So stop the close my conversation. So we just did C, D, E, F, G. So 1 sharp is going to be G. So now G is on our thumb. Everybody say your alphabet with me. Ready? G, A, B, C, D. D is going to be our second sharp. 3 sharps, starting on D on our thumb. Ready? D, E, F, G, A. Now this one's the easiest one because we start on A. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, E. All right, now we start on E. Ready? E, F, G, A, B. B is correct. Just B. All right, now starting on B. Ready? B, C, D, E, F.
Oh yeah, hold on. F is the left. I got confused by that.
Okay. So it's not going to be just F though. It's going to be F sharp. And I'll be able to tell you why a little bit easier, so just hold on to that one, okay? But now we start on F. Ready? F, G, A, B, C. But well, I have C right here, right? So we're on the, what side of the circle of fifths chart are we on? The sharp side? But we're keeping the arrow going up to this number. So on the sharp side, so it's going to be C sharp.
Isn't this like the same way?
have that one in just a second. I want to make sure everybody got it. Okay, so. Got the next two? Good. All right. So, what? All right, so we're going to fill in the flat side. It's going to go really fast. Okay? What is a half step lower than C sharp? C. C. So there we have C. And now we're going to rotate down this way. Okay? What's a half step lower than F sharp? F. What's a half step lower than B? B.
B flat.
B flat. What's a half step lower than E?
F.
No. E flat. And a half step lower than A? Oops, I did two. Half step lower than D? Half step lower than G? G flat. Half step lower than C? No. Huh?
Never need that piano again.
This is, okay, so now, I have literally bequeathed unto you the knowledge of all musical keys. For any question that I ask you with regards to what key it is in, all you'll need to do is have the ability to count to at least 7, and the ability to read this chart, which all of you have. So, what we're going to do, is we're going to do basically exactly what you're going to see. Does anybody else need more time with this? Okay. We're going to do examples just like you're going to see on your test, okay? So what you're going to see is you're going to have measures like this, and they'll be sharps or flats. So look at the first measure. Think to yourself, how many sharps or flats do you see? Look onto your chart. Look for the appropriate number of sharps or flats. And on the count of 3, tell me what key we're in. 1, 2, 3. C.
I should say C.
That is correct. C is correct. Now, look at measure 2. Give him a little water. And when he gets back, you can go, okay? When he gets back, you can go, okay? How many sharps or flats do you see? Show me on your fingers. So, Conundra, what key are we in? C3. If I have 1 sharp, what you'll do is you'll look on your circle of this chart. You'll see the number, you'll go to the sharp side. You have 1 sharp, so what key am I in?
Begin?
There's about my name wrong.
G.
Conundrum. G. That is correct. So, let's look at this example. Measure 1. Think about it. In your mind, look and see how many sharps there are. Now look on your circle of fifths chart. Go to the sharp side. Find how many you see. On the count of 3, like everyone's telling me what key we are in. Ready? 1, 2, 3. D as in dog is correct. So, Maria, how many sharps do you see? 3. So what key are we in? A. You are correct. And Ethan, how many sharps do you see? 4. So what key are we in? E. Correct. Justin, how many sharps do you see? 5. So what key are we in? B. Correct. Brandon, front row. How many sharps do you see? 6. What key are we in? Brandon, second row.
Yes.
How many sharps do you see? 7. So what key are we in?
C sharp.
C sharp. Correct. Jasmine, how many sharks do you see?
1.
Sharks?
0.
How many flats do you see?
1.
1. So what key are you in? Look at your chart. F. Now, who wants to try and get a challenge?
Me.
Okay, Steven, challenge for your water. Don't look at your chart. What key is this? B flat. How did you know? All right, here we go. No water. All right, turn your charts over. No water. Kendra, what key is this? Don't look at your chart. Don't look at your chart. I am so proud of you for trying to figure it out with your hand. That is awesome. It doesn't work for the flats, but that is super cool. I know. But here's the deal. Here's the deal, though. You get to use your chart on the test. So flip your chart over to someone like Flat. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that when you are answering for the flat keys, that you're including the flat or the sharp that is necessary to say. Okay? Yes, Steve.
For sharks, we try on for like you just find the last one and go up a half step. And for flat, if you have 3, it's the second to last one.
Yep.
That's also another way to do it.
So Rosino, how many sharps or how many flats do you see? 4. So what key are we in? A what? Flat. Zach, how many flats do you see?
5.
5. According to your chart, what key does that make this?
D flat.
D flat. Ready?
Oh, me?
Yeah. How many flats do you see?
6.
So what key is that?
Knew it.
All right, Mariah, how many flats do you see? 7. So what key is that? C flat. I wrote the wrong thing. I wrote D flat because I'm a bad teacher. What? No. What? Okay, so. She's recording me for school. For what? So you help me photobomb your home. So, quick review. In case you need to draw a circle of fifth chart ever without me telling you how, step 1 is what? Clock face. We gotta draw a target and all the other ones.
Wow.
What's step 2?
That's so cool.
Numbers. Flat. So we gotta draw the sharp going. Now it's important, you guys. It's important to remember that the sharps are on the right and the flats are on the left. And it's also important not to eat food in this classroom.
That was really
You're always you.
Because I'm hungry.
I didn't know
Dude, it's not my food.
I didn't know she was taking my food.
I don't care whose food it is, just put it away. I'm all done.
Can I swallow?
Go finish the time.
Now it's also important to remember that the flats go on the left because if you get them backwards, then your chart's going to be all kinds of wonky and you won't remember. Then we add the numbers for both sides. You got to remember that these 3 are all the same. Yes, David.
What? You messed up on this side too because it's only supposed to go up that way.
Then we have the sharp keys, and then we have the flat keys. Now one thing, how come, who can tell me, who can take out their piano keyboard and tell me what these 3 keys have in common? Troy?
They're the same note. Those 2 that are grouped, they're the same note.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to play for you guys E flat major. Ready? E flat. Now I'm going to play C sharp.
Nope.
take 10 seconds with your partner and see if you can come up with what keys the metalwork examples are. You have 10 seconds. You can work with your partner and you may use your chart.
A is